Okay, the dogs have been getting way too much of my energy lately. Well, let me show you. Okay, so we get the doghouse, complete with the windows, which were actually going to be my glass bottom to my boat, that's what those tape marks are with little holes on them. So I was going to screw it into the bottom of my boat. But now it's plexiglass making windows to the doghouse. Front panel opens up. You get a layer of insulation you can see underneath the decking. And I get the stairs that go up onto the deck. And the whole thing is set up so it's underneath these. It will be a little noisy on a good rain. I actually think I might put a gutter in next year up there. But the idea is, put their sleep racks back there, the boot bag and such behind it. Got a little bit of room. Then we get the new carport, which is now it's been repaired, so it now has a door on it. Okay, that's putting it one way. And so behind that door is my workshop. Okay, but the problem we had was, how do we get the dog? And this is when we moved here. How do we get the dogs from the porch down into the pen and cross in front of where we keep like the snowblower? I could have built a ramp, but a ramp didn't work. So I built a ramp, and you can see a pole right here. That pole right there used to go up further. Now that pole went up and it created a T, and it was counterweighted with these weights over there. Back then, the old version, the weights would have been right over here next to the pole, and it would lift it up this whole entire drawbridge. The problem was it would only raise it up enough for me to squat to get underneath it. Just didn't work well. So this summer I split the ramp into two pieces. Now the siding looks a little weird still because I've got it going up and then down. Well, the reason it went down is because to raise this section it has to fit inside of the roof. Okay, and now we have two sections that raise. We have this section and we have this section, and this section here raises first and goes up and it locks. There's a pinhole here. You just put this little bolt through the side, and it just locks it in. Basically what I've done is I created a roof. The roof used to be attached to it. Well, I can't do that any longer because it's one piece, it's two pieces, so I couldn't attach a roof and make it work. Not to mention when you lifted it, it would hit. This is the guillotine door that we have to let the dogs up and down the ramp, and then of course they're kept inside here by the fencing. There's a little entryway. Now, so what I did today was I mounted. Oops, I got it locked. I locked it. This is a stop here. It's just this one is right now is just strapped in with some zip ties to this fence pole. Because see, this whole thing folds up. It's hinged down there, so it folds up this way into that slot. But what I did was I locked it. With just a little wire, which I may have to redesign because it doesn't seem to come off that easy. Got to work on an easier lock. That doesn't want to come off. Oh, there we go. Okay. So the lock comes off, and then this lifts up. Now it lifts up pretty high and it lifts up easily because of the weights over there. Okay, it goes from here up to a pulley, and it goes to another pulley, and then down across that pulley so it doesn't wear on the rope, doesn't wear, and then down to the weights on here. So basically it locks up like that, and this section can go up too. Like if I'm bringing the snowblower out, I've got a double. Ooh, that's one thing I didn't think about. I'm going to hit that bracket. Okay, just realized one of my faults. That bracket goes over too far. I'm going to turn that bracket around so the short side is up because this goes over this. I can no longer lift this up. Okay, little change. The idea of that bracket was to make a catch because when snow lands on this thing, it's going to weigh down. That's why I got this post here and this, and it lands across on the on the 2x4. All right, so that's how it all works. That's cemented in the ground, and we got, open up into the shop. That's how it all works. Kind of cool. A little cold starting tomorrow. So that's the process. That's the project. Call me crazy. Call me a duct tape engineer. Yep. Yes, sirree, Bob. I just turned that bracket around, and now this can go up full height. It clears it, not by much, but it clears it, so this can go all the way up. And the second door opens, making for a wider entry. I got about a 4-foot opening there, and look at that, everything in place. Kind of like it. Just needs to be painted, dressed up a little bit, and in the spring I'll take the roof off. Just can't have the weight of the snow on the ramps because it makes them too heavy, and I can't imagine what it would be like to have to shovel them. So yeah, that's what it looks like when it's up. Use this for the support on the lower half. Just down here. So this goes down here, like so. So